Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
No haircut just yet. Hilarious chat going on. Welcome everyone to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Tuesday night, October the 7th. I am back from my 10-day trip to Europe, and I'm so happy to be here. It's I have so much to talk about, so much to share. Getting ready for my 24-hour live stream happening in less than a week from now. So much good things going on, so much goodness, except for my hair. I will cut it. I wanted to cut it before home opener. Not that I base my haircut schedule along the Canucks, but I probably won't have time because I got church tomorrow. Then I got to get to the game on Thursday. So I hockey play on Friday, but I can cut my hair Friday night, so I'll look good for the weekend for the 24-hour live stream for sure. But enough about my grooming. Moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thank you for your support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or better, all three. But the fact that you're here with me, know how much I always appreciate you and how much I never, ever take you for granted. So this is how you can get involved tonight. This is how you get involved all the time. You subscribe to the channel, get active in the chat section, get notified of my videos every single day. Today, I went back to my roots and did a car vlog. Yes, it was very nice to be there in my new car, which I haven't really talked about, but I had to figure that out. So check that out if you haven't checked it out already. You can like the video, like the fact that we're together, like the fact that the Canucks play in 2 days, like the fact that the Kings got smoked tonight, like the fact that the Canucks, they look good. I think they're wearing black, right, on Thursday for their home opener and their practice day. We're going to go through all of that, and like the fact that we continue to build an awesome community here on YouTube. You can leave a donation, get the donation train out of the station. You can gift a membership. You can buy your membership. You can upgrade your membership. You can use your monthly membership message like SkyTrain Yrvin has done, back to his real name, so I'm not as confused. And you can rate and review if you're listening on a podcast platform. So let's honor that first. Let's recognize that. It is SkyTrain Yrvin with the monthly membership message. Let's give him the bowling one. So SkyTrain Yrvin says, welcome home, Clay. We missed you. I missed you too. This is my first show. I did Canucks After Dark with Parker yesterday. I'm a little bit jet lagged. I think it showed on my bowling today. I'm not going to talk about it. I basically lost 3-1 and I was horrible. I got to be better. It probably helps if I show up before warm up and not into the 10-minute warm up. So Kayla sub for Jacob Seaman. She whipped my butt. Jacob always whips my butt. Sean whips my butt. In fact, my joke today was I'm the worst bowler in the family, and that includes my lovely wife, Gail, which is downright embarrassing. So, got to be better than bowling. Let's just say I lost 3-1 today, so I got to be better, but hopefully I have better news next Tuesday. So thank you, SkyTrain Yrvin, member for 39 months. Appreciate your comment. So that's the first monthly membership message. And then we have another monthly membership message. This is from Coach Rob.
Hard.
Coach Rob, member for 55 months. Yes, ever since I started, this will be a great season. Wow, 55 months. So thank you, Coach Rob, for being around for 55 months. I appreciate you. Let's give Coach Rob some love in the chat. Well, just because he mentioned it, I'm going to give it to him one more time. SkyTrain Yrvin with the $5 donation. Let's give SkyTrain Yrvin some love for getting the donation train out of the station. Who do you think you are? I'm different Yrvin. I love it. Inside joke, not so inside. Have you guys been around Yrvin and Yrvin confusing the heck out of me for the last 2 weeks? Actually, I didn't have to deal with it for 10 days because I was away on my trip. Add it all up. Looking at the leaderboard right now. Skytrain Alfred, based on that donation, takes the lead with 650 points. Fangirl, 600 points. Swervin Yrvin with 450. There is your top 3 right now. Nice to see Shannon here. Nice to see Simon, Tyler. So many people in here. That is awesome. Thanks, everyone. Don't get offended if I didn't say hi to you. I can't read all, 40 names in the chat right now. Although because some of you are incognito as well, because I know that, because when I can see participants, and there's certainly not 40 names listed there right now. I guess I could read out. No, I won't read out the names. You guys can see who's participating in the chat. I'm not going to talk too much about my trip here. Maybe save it for when I have to fill time during my 24-hour live stream. But I will say this: 2 days in Croatia, the city called Split. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't know, you guys saw any of my pictures on Instagram, Facebook, or on X. Beautiful, expensive as heck, but beautiful. Then my luggage was 1 day late because my flight out of Vancouver was 90 minutes late. So I budged through passport control in Germany and Munich, and I made it to my gate 5 minutes before the doors closed, but my luggage didn't make it. Lufthansa was good though. They got it the next day. So 2 days in Split, then 6 days in this pilgrimage town called Medjugorje. It's a small town in Bosnia Herzegovina. And I did 1 day of sightseeing, 2 days of leadership meetings, and then 3 days of pilgrimage, which is a fancy church way of saying journey or prayerful journey. And I hiked up 2 mountains, treacherous rock, did a lot of praying, did a lot of visiting with people. And it was great. It was great for my spiritual and mental health, physical health. And not so much. I gained 7 pounds when I was there. Yeah, because I was eating a lot of pasta, eating a lot of good food. I was walking a lot, so I thought that I wouldn't gain so much. But then I was drinking a lot of pop too, not a lot of water juice. So I drank a lot of pop. Surprise, surprise. Mostly Coke though. Only one place had Pepsi, and then But the cool thing is, 3 hours before I flew out, I had to go shopping at Tuasa Mills because all my pants are too big for me. I actually lost 20 pounds in the past year and a half. I think I've told you guys. I gained 7 of it back, so I have to work that off. But all my pants are too big, so I had to buy 1 size down, which was pretty cool. But enough about the size of my gut. Let's talk about the size of our gut feeling when it comes to the Vancouver Canucks. And they practiced today. And I want to talk about the lines, what we saw, power play, all that kind of stuff. Then I'll get some of your input. And then I'll go to a Mitchell sponsor read, talk a bit about my 24-hour live stream, and then get to your comments as well. I don't get this. Eating pasta, your ears must be sore. Eating pasta. I don't get it. What does that mean? Yrvin, I'm usually pretty smart about this, but I don't think I get it. I don't think I get it. Explain it to me. Congrats, losing 20 pounds. Thank you. Intermittent fasting. Yes, I've done that before. Thank you, Edmund. I know you're the resident health expert. Emo family seems to lose the luggage. Yes, we have a track record with that. Pop is cola. I'm not a super citizen where the government pays for everything. Gotcha. Oh, by the way, yes, I saw your comment. Thank you. I'm glad I showed up on your algorithm for sure. One of the clips, your ears must be sore. I still don't get it. Eating pasta, your ears must be sore. I'm losing it. Yrvin, explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old. For sure. And by the way, anyone going to the home opener, Rosario is cranking the siren in the start of the third period, which is awesome. Rosie, I can't wait to see you. By the way, I've been asked to crank the siren once. It was me and my season ticket partner, Mike, which was great. And then it was after we said yes that we found out that it was Pride Night. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But it was kind of ironic or funny or fitting or whatever you want to call it, that we have 2 guys cranking the siren, thumbs up, arms around each other on Pride Night. Maybe they did that to us on purpose. I'm not sure. But a pretty cool experience. I think I've told that story here before. And Rosario, I'm so excited for you for Thursday night. Not to preach, but we switched to low sugar pop. No, for sure. You can preach all you want. I know when I give it up for Lent, I lose another 5 to 10 pounds. I feel better, but it's just, whether you call it addicted, which is a strong word, but I know I like it a lot. Oh, the dono clips with the noodles. I'm okay. That'll be the next one. Whoever does a monthly membership message or donation, I will show that one. I get it. It's the one where I was, okay. Thank you, Yrvin. I should really wake up. Yeah, there. Don't clip of you doing the ear twist eating pasta. There we go. There we go. Was it hard to do the mountain cross? Yeah, it was pretty. It was pretty challenging. It wasn't. There was no time where I felt like giving up or whatever. And I was inspired and challenged by people a lot older and a lot less mobile than me, also doing it, doing the hike. So one mountain was 2 kilometers up. The other mountain was 3 kilometers up. My understanding is, Rosero says not 3 kilometers in elevation, 3 kilometer trek. Thursday will be my second time doing it. That is awesome. Am I jet lagged? Yeah, well, I certainly bowled like it, but I was fine at work today. I think I'm okay because, but we'll see. Maybe I'll crash and burn tomorrow, but I feel good. And I hit the ground running when I came home for sure. I don't know if I showed that I was jet lagged on Canucks after dark. You want to go in the future? That's awesome. Longest 2 days of your life. What's that, crowd? I'm looking at what you said earlier. What was the longest 2 days of your life? I know you're not talking about me being away as being the longest 2 days of your life. Did I see both halves of the city? Which one? Croatia or Split? Oh, I get it. Split. Okay, I'm a little slow. Maybe I am jet lagged for sure. Hello, SGA. Are you witnessing the start of the Coots era? I think we're witnessing the start of 9 games. I never fly first class. Weather was beautiful, actually. Entertainment on the plane. I watched Blacklist and I slept. That's all. And I ate. That's all I did. And finally, biggest highlight of the trip. And then I'll get to, 2 days waiting for game 1. That makes sense, Crad. Biggest highlight of the trip. I think the biggest highlight of my trip, there was 2. In Split, Croatia, was a beautiful meal that we had. I posted the picture of me eating prawns, scampi, I should say, on the Adriatic Sea, on the seashore. That was pretty amazing. And then once I was in Medjugorje, the town in Bosnia-Herzegovina, it was probably the two pilgrimage hikes up the mountains to the top, to the summits, which were pretty cool. Okay, this isn't a joke. Oh, what are you talking about? Split or Medjugorje then? So let's get to, someone's going to complain. 15 minutes, you haven't even talked about hockey yet. So tonight, the NHL season opened. And tonight, we saw 3 games. And tonight, it was the Panthers beating the Blackhawks 3-2. Chicago got out to a 1-0 lead. Then they 1-1, then 2-1 Florida, 2-1, and then Florida wins it in the third. I just want to look real quick at, we don't have to go through everything, but what stands out from the box score in terms of points. Bertuzzi with 2, Teravainen with 1, Frank Nazar with 1. That's cool. So those are the Blackhawks points. Wow. Spencer Knight had to make 34 saves on 37 shots. Panthers, 2 for Samoskevich, 1 for Greer, 1 for Gadjevich, Rodriguez. Well, all their bottom for Hagee with a goal and Boquist. I guess nothing for Bennett, nothing for Reinhart. There's a team missing. Nothing for Marchand. There's a team missing, of course, Kachuk and Barkov now. And then 1 point for Forsling. Makes sense. Not a lot of penalty minutes because they weren't playing the Tampa Bay Lightning. That was absolutely crazy. Then what else we got here? We got other games. It was Battle of the Ex-Canucks. Archer Shilovs and the Pittsburgh Penguins shut out JT Miller and the New York Rangers. It was Mike Sullivan's debut for the Rangers, coaching against his former team. And it was Archer Shilovs making 25 saves. Good for him. By the way, do you guys want Shilovs to do well? Do you want JT Miller to do well? Put that in the chat. Were you happy for Shilovs? Do you not care? So Brazeau had 2 goals. Just looking for more than, and then Malkin had 2 assists. What did Crosby do? Nothing. Crosby held off the score sheet, and then Shea with an assist, and then obviously Rangers didn't do anything, so I don't know why I clicked on it. And then 25 saves for Shilovs. Good for him. And then finally, the game that we care about in the Pacific Division. I love it. I love seeing this. The LA Kings lose 4-1, and I think Nate just had 2 points, which is good for my hockey pool. Yeah, McKinnon had 2, Luckinen had 2, Natchez had 2. What did Landeskog do? Nothing. Only 11 minutes for Landeskog. Anyway, and Kel McCarr. Oh, boo. I'm just kidding. Kel McCarr with 2 points already. And whoever Malinsky is. Who scored for LA? It was, Fiala. And then assisted by Kopitar and Kempe. That makes sense. That's their top line. All right. So already there's a team lower than the Vancouver Canucks in the standings, which is fine with me. Okay, I'll go highlight a couple quick comments, and then we'll talk about the Canucks. Dino and Men are here, which is good. Crowd got 0 points for his fantasy team. People were happy for She Loves. She Loves is great. Happy for him. Awesome. Malcolm with 2 apples, indeed. I want She Loves to do well, except for the Canucks. JT was -2. I want them to both do well, except against us. JT Miller is usual back checking. She Loves, yes. Miller, no. Shannon doesn't care. That's awesome. That's awesome, you guys. Very, very good. Doodle Hockey is here. Am I allowed to talk about anything? Let me know in the chat, Doodle Hockey, if I'm allowed to say anything or not based on our interaction over the past hour or so. JT Miller was awful tonight. 0-0 -2. Very, very good. Happy for She Loves. Very good. And here we go. Dino with his standard $14 donation, and given all the chat, we are getting the pasta, the noodle dono drop. Yeah, not my finest moment, but thank you, Dino, for the $14 donation. That is a fine moment. Let's give Dino some love in the chat for his generosity. Oh yeah, the Kings debuted some new jerseys. Line change is not a fan. Spencer Knight was great for Chicago. That's nice. Simon, hockey pool hasn't started, so no update yet. Maybe ask me a couple of weeks into the season. Hey, Russell, I sent you a text and email. I'm not sure if you've seen it yet. Please make sure you take a look at that. The Penguins defeat the Canucks in the Stanley Cup final this year. All right, no, I'll save it right now. I just recorded with Doodle Hockey. It's a video that he's going to release tomorrow, so make sure you check that out. We preview the Canucks season a little bit, and Doodle Hockey just passed 500 subscribers, which is awesome. He's done it in a very short amount of time. And I love it when I see all of the content creators in here. There's Doodle Hockey. There is Russell. Nothing is perfect. There is, earlier I saw the line changes in here. I'm just trying to find them. Tyler, the line change. I saw him earlier where he said Clay is back. I haven't seen a message in a little bit, but yes, at least 3 fellow Canucks content creators are in here. Yes, that is the one that was mentioned for sure. All right, let's go. Let's go to the Canucks. Let's go to the Canucks and let's talk about what happened today. So a couple, and if you saw my video already, you've seen this, a couple transactions first that happened before the Canucks took the ice to practice. Pierre-Olivier Joseph, our number 7 defenseman, he was placed on IR, retroactive to September 29th or 30th. Victor Mancini was called up to replace him, and Teddy Bluger is going to be out for another week with a knee, what do you call it? A kink in his knee. The kink's not the right word I'm looking for. What am I? Tweak of the knee, not a kink. What's a kink? Actually, I know what a kink is. It's definitely not a kink. Bluger wasn't placed on IR yet, though. He was just announced as out for a week. So they didn't replace him on the roster because they had 2 extra forwards, as we talked about last night on Canucks After Dark. So really quickly, when you hear me talk about, when you hear people, not just me, talk about IR versus LTIR, LTIR is just a function of IR. What IR is, injured reserve. You can place someone on injured reserve but they got to be out for at least 1 week, 7 days. So what's the point of putting someone on retroactively? Well, just in case he's ready to come back. You might say, okay, P.O. Joseph is hurt right now. But if you put him on IR today, then he can't play until next Tuesday. So he already missed Thursday, Saturday, Monday's game. But if you put him on IR retroactive to September 30th, guess what? He's off by October 7, which is today. So that means he can be eligible to play. So that tells me they're not sure if he's going to be ready, but he's the 7th defenseman, so I don't even know why I'm thinking about this anyways. The other thing about injured reserve is you don't get cap relief, but you do get the roster spot. So that's why Niels Höglander does not count in the 23 forwards. His cap of $3 million does, but his roster spot doesn't. Long-term injury reserve, LTIR, is when a guy's going to be out for at least 10 games or basically, I think it's 28 days, so an entire month almost. And then Hoglander will definitely go there. And the thing about LTIR is you get the cap relief. Technically, you're allowed to go over the cap by the amount of the player's salary, which is the same as the cap relief of that player's salary. So the Canucks will have $3 million extra to play with. So they get the roster spot and the cap relief once Nils Hoglander goes on LTIR. Once he and the Canucks will designate that after his regular injury reserve expires. So what does that all mean? Well, it means that the Canucks are freed of Hoglander's $3 million commitment, but they are not free of P.O. Joseph's salary because he's on regular IR, and they are not free of Teddy Blueger's salary because he's not even IR. He's just on the roster, but he's not playing. Technically, Hoglander's salary counts against the cap right now until he goes on to LTIR, which will be in a few days, is my guess. So what do the Canucks have in terms of lines? So this is how they practice. We have our top line of Pettersson, DeBrusk, and Besser. We have our second line of Hito, Garland, and Baines. And then our third line of the two youngsters with Evander Kane. And Jacob and I were joking on his video that Kane is almost the same age as Coots and Lekkerimäki combined. And then our fourth line that Blueger was playing on, but Aatu Räty now slides up, and he was between Sherwood and O'Connor. Linus Karlsson was the extra forward. And remember, Teddy Blueger was the forward number 14. So those are the 14 forwards, but Teddy Blueger wasn't listed. Well, he's listed down here as absent. And then Nils Hoglander is on injured reserve. P.O. Joseph is also an injured reserve. So that's why Brendan Batchelor did not list P.O. Joseph or Nils Hoglander. Hughes Hronek, Marcus Pettersson, Ty Myers, Forbert, and DPD on the right. And the Victor Mancini that I mentioned called up to replace P.O. Joseph. So right now, there's the 13 forwards, plus Blueger makes 14. There's your 7D, and then our two goalies. There's your 23. And then we made the point of, even though the Canucks declared their roster yesterday, already we have a change. We have Mancini in for P.O. Joseph. Again, it's number 7, so I don't think you see Mancini in game action unless something happens to one of these guys. But Mancini replaces P.O. Joseph, whereas Teddy Blueger was not replaced because they already have 2 extra forwards. So Räty just slides in, and then now Karlsson's left on his own as the extra. And then we'll see. I think the biggest... I'd love to go to you guys and see what your thoughts are on these lines. I've talked about these lines ad nauseum for the past week. Even my vlogs from Europe, I talked about these lines. I think this is the one that we're all going to be looking at is... what's his, is he going to last longer than 9 games? As soon as you play game number 10, you burn a year off your entry-level contract. Now, teams do not like doing that unless you're really good because they want to keep the player at a younger, a lower salary cap hit for as long as they can. So Coots could play 9 games this year, but then it not even be his first year of his entry-level contract. So then you get another 3 seasons after this of his entry-level contract. A player will often want to burn the first year of his contract because it gets him to his next higher paying contract a little bit sooner. So, but Coots really has no bargaining power. I'm sure he's just happy to make the team right now. So I think that's going to be a fascinating story to watch for sure. They also did some special teams. And this is what the first power play unit looked like, is the first line plus Hughes and Kane. And then our second unit of Coots, Hito, Garland, Lekkerimäki, and Hronek. So what's really interesting is on this one, they actually have, the way it's listed is Besser's in the middle, in the bumper, not on the right side. So Kane has a lefty. I messed that up in my video this morning. I called Kane a righty. That's wrong. So Kane has a lefty. There's no one-time threat there, but a bigger body that will treat pucks. On the second unit, a lot of skill, but they're not going to get a lot of minutes, right? They get like the last 30 seconds of the power play, usually get one shot, one and done. And then one of these guys are going to have to go off to get a second defenseman on there. Usually Myers is the next one up to make sure that there's at least 2 defensemen when the opposing player gets out of the penalty box. You guys know all this, or maybe you don't, but there's some little strategy things that we should think about. And here's the first comment. Kane on power play 1, why not utilize Lekkerimäki's shot? These two are lefties. If you put a righty there, either Lekkerimäki, Garland, or Besser on this one, then at least you have a one-time threat. Remember, Besser used to play on the left side a lot, but then that became Miller's spot, and Miller would do that, loop around the blue line and come in with some speed. And Miller had a good snapshot, wrist shot, He was a good passer, so it made sense that really the power play when Miller was here went through Miller and Hughes. Now I expect it to go through Pettersson and Hughes. So there we go. That's how the Canucks lined up today at practice. Who knows if something changes before Thursday. They'll probably have another practice tomorrow, and then they'll have a light game day skate on Thursday. So let me go to my mid-show sponsor read, and then I will go to all of you. We'll have a good half an hour, and then I'll upload, take care of a couple things, and then make it to my church for my 1 o'clock prayer hour. You know, Tuesday night's my busy night. It's bowling, and then it's my show, and then it's my hour of prayer at my church. So let's do my mid-show sponsor read, and it always starts off thanking my primary sponsor, and that's Jason Lim of Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Thank you to my secondary sponsors. Gassy Jack Art is one of them. He makes that amazing artwork that you see on either side of me, gassyjackart.com. And thank you to Mulligan Golf Company. Check them out at mlgngolf.com. Golf apparel and accessories. And then thanks to my supporting sponsor, Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Thanks to everyone who's purchased Canuck Clay merch. You can do so at canuckclay.threadless.com. Appreciate you, everyone who's done that. And a reminder of how you can get involved tonight. You can subscribe to the channel. You can like the video. You can leave a donation like SkyTrain Alfred has done. You can gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. A couple other announcements. My 24-hour live stream is actually, we'll go in this order. Shows this week are, I did Canucks After Dark yesterday. By the way, once the season starts, not Thanksgiving Monday, because I'll be coming off my 24-hour live stream because I'll be beat, but every Monday after that, after I do Canucks After Dark, unless it's a game day, I'm going to do open houses on Monday nights. You remember I used to do games? I'm going to do open houses instead. So look for that on Monday. Monday starting on October the 20th will be open houses after Canucks After Dark, just to save my voice a little bit instead of doing back-to-back shows. So did Canucks After Dark yesterday, did my show right now. I have my show tomorrow, my show Thursday, and then my 24-hour live stream is on Sunday. So about my 24-hour live stream, on Thursday night at the end of my show, I'll be announcing and posting the entire schedule. I'm still running down a couple people, figuring out a couple things, figuring out a couple logistics. But yes, Sunday at 12 noon until Monday at 12 noon, 3 different links that I'll set up on YouTube so I don't mess up this year. I'll explain that nuance maybe on the 24-hour live stream, but many of you remember it anyways. It has to do with recording limits and streaming limits. But yes, please join me Sunday at noon for my 24-hour live stream, and I'll be announcing the entire schedule at the end of my show on Thursday night. So if you're on my show Thursday night, it'll be a big show because I'll get home from the home opener. I'll do a show. I'll talk about the home opener. We'll talk about the game. Then I'll preview my 24-hour live stream. You guys will hear and see the schedule first, and then I'll release it to the public on Friday to get people hyped up for it for the Sunday. So I hope you guys join me for that 24-hour live stream. All right. I saw something nice come through. Yeah, it was very nice because first it was Harry upgrades to Hall of Fame. Actually, it says welcome to Hall of Fame. So I don't know if, Harry, were you franchise and then you upgrade to Hall of Fame, or were you, because this is very important. This is very important for our high fiveness. Harry, were you a franchise and you upgrade to Hall of Fame? No, I actually think that this is a new Hall of Fame member. Maybe you weren't franchised for a bit, because otherwise it would say upgrade. It doesn't matter. I'm just happy to have you as a Hall of Fame member. So let's give some love to Harry as a brand new Hall of Fame member on this channel. And then Harry, feeling very generous, which I appreciate, turns around and gifts 5 memberships.
3, 2, 1.
So those memberships go to Juggalo King, Mr. Merlin, Michael Yano, PD17C, and The Implication. Ooh, that sounds intriguing. So welcome all 5 of you to franchise membership. Let's give some love to Harry for the $25 donation that results in those 5 franchise memberships. So awesome to have you and for your generosity. And that means if that counts as an upgrade, which is the hardest one to get, we have a monthly membership message. We have a donation. We have... I just had a brain fart. We have a donation. We have an upgrade. We have a monthly membership message. We have membership gift. So all we need to trigger the high five and a giveaway, all we need is one person to buy their own membership. Harry did the heavy lifting. He upgraded. That's the toughest one to get. So we need someone to buy their own membership. Whether it's a $5 franchise, a $25 Hall of Fame, or an $80 Legend, and then it would trigger a high five, a giveaway for a future stream. Given that I have my 24-hour live stream, I already have some giveaways lined up. I might actually, if we get a brand new member tonight, it will trigger a giveaway for tomorrow night's show. So we'll see what happens. Thank you, Harry, for that generosity. That's awesome. You know what? I'm feeling pretty generous too. I'm inspired. I'm going to gift 5 memberships right now. So let's see who gets these. But yes, shout out to Canuck Clay, whoever that is, for gifting 5 memberships. So welcome to franchise membership, RJF, Jesse, every 10,000 points, Yashu, and Mark Shankita, my friend from Game Over. Welcome to franchise membership. We have now added 10 new members tonight, thanks to Harry. Awesome, awesome. Glad to have all you guys on as franchise members. Look at that good-looking guy there. All right, let's go to all of your comments now. I agree. What a guy. What a guy. Takes one to know one, Tyler. Takes one to know one. Just checking something here. Real quick before I get to all of your comments. Sorry, just checking something. I won't worry about it. Let's get your comments. Congrats on last season, Cats and Rats. Oh, are they here? Oh, they are here. Thanks, Swervin. We don't often get congrats anymore, but that's fine. What a journey. Hockey season is back. There we go. Do you think Calgary regrets trading away Marks from New Jersey? Yeah, whether it's regretting. Man, have you seen Calgary's lineup? I should pull it up for you. It is not good. We should beat this team. You know who had it? J-Pat posted it. I just want to show you if I can find it now. Yeah, the Calgary roster. It is not good at all. Where is it? Oh, here we go. I'm going to show you guys this real quick. And then I'll get to Mark's donation and the rest of you guys. What am I sharing here? Oh, I think I shared the wrong thing. Hold on. This will be worth it, I promise. As I click around aimlessly. So according to Pat Steinberg, this was the Flames' final practice for the start of the season. Farabee, Kadri, and Klapka, that's their top line. That's not Thomas Gradine. Frost, Gradine, and Coronado. Backlund, Coleman, and Zari. Lombard, Kirkland, Sharangovich, Honzik, Hanley and Uyghur, Ball and Anderson, Bean and how do you say this name? Pachal, him. Perek, who I'm really interested in. Miromanov, Wolf, and Cooley. My friends, Canucks, and with all due respect to any Calgary Flames fans in here, which I'm not sure if there are any, how are we going to lose to this team? Now, I might eat my words, but you look at our lineup and you look at their lineup, and maybe it's because I don't know half these guys, and I get it. I don't follow the Calgary Flames. I don't want to follow the Calgary Flames. But what kind of lineup is this? Oh, it's Packle. Thank you, Packle. We're not going to lose to this team, right? And I don't believe in jinxes, so don't say, oh, Clay, if we lose somehow on Thursday night, don't say, Clay, it's because you said we weren't going to lose. Come on. Look at this lineup. Honestly. Shouldn't we skate circles around these guys? And I get it. We lost to them in last year's home opener in that running gun game. But come on. Like, really? Or am I being a jerk? Tell me. Be honest. Am I being a jerk? We should be able to beat that team, right? Right? I don't know. I think so. For sure. All right, let's get to your comments. Let's get to your comments. We'll go in order. Wu is going to make the lineup in November. Who? Jet Wu? Mark. Love it. Wonderful donation from Mark. That's some really bad dancing. Got to give back. I appreciate your hustle always. Thank you, Mark. It takes a hustler to know a hustler. That didn't come out right, but you know what I mean. Glad to see you, Mark. Message me. Are you doing Game Over again this year? You can put in the chat if you are, or if you're not, or if you want to share, don't want to share. But let's give my friend Mark some love in the chat for his donation. Here we go. Yrvin from X. Recently, a lot has been made of Thomas Mueller coming to Vancouver, not only bringing his skill, but also his veteran savvy and unwillingness to accept losing. Who is a veteran NHL player you'd like to see the Canucks get for mentorship purposes? In a perfect world, veteran savvy and unwillingness to accept losing, Sidney Crosby comes to the top of my head for sure. Stamkos too, but Stamkos kind of on decline, and he didn't have a great season in Nashville, so I'm going Sidney Crosby. The weekend, my bowling team in Cranbrook won third place, and that's awesome. Congratulations, Tyler. I didn't bowl well enough to win anything tonight. That's awesome. Happy for you. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Yes, on Vogue. Harry, how are you? What can we expect from the Canucks in home opener? Well, I expect them to win, especially now that I've shown that lineup. Who do you think will score first for the Canucks? And what's your prediction for the Thursday? Well, obviously, I always predict 4-2 until it happens. And although it's my shtick, I don't know if you guys feel cheated from actual predictions. You know, I'm going to put that in the chat right now. This is going to be like the dumbest poll question ever. But my question to you is, do you feel cheated out of a legit score prediction when I predict 4-2 Canucks until it happens? And then your choices are yes, no, and I don't care. All right. Because you guys know my favorite score is 4-2 Canucks. I always predict it until the Canucks actually win by a score of 4-2. And sometimes it takes 2/3 of the season. Sometimes it takes, one game. It never takes one game. But I think last year wasn't bad. It was November where they already hit it. And then for every game after that, I will actually do a legit score prediction. Maybe I should do 2. I'll say I hope the Canucks win 4-2, but here's what I think is going to happen. I don't know. And then to answer your question about who's going to score first, I think it's going to be Coots or Kane. It'll be the third line somehow. And if it's Coots, everyone will go crazy. And if it's Kane, everyone will go crazy. Thumbs up for Clay. Thank you. I'll take that. What is more likely? Quinn Hughes wins the Art Ross or Coots wins the Calder? Ooh. Isn't Art Ross leading scorer? Right? It's not most valuable player. Art Ross is leading scorer. Coots wins the Calder. I don't think Coots will be around to win the Calder, so I think more. I think they're both unlikely, but I'll go Quinn wins the Art. Oh, but as I'm saying that, no, I still think it's Quinn wins the Art Ross. We are so back. We have never been more back before. That's right, Mr. Merlin. We are so back. We are so front. We are so side. Are you using your wired headphones or AirPods for your 24-hour live stream? Gonna have to go wired because I can't risk because I don't really have a lot of time to fool around with it before the show. I guess I could at the end of. No, I think it's just safer. Then I'm not worried about charging, connecting. I can just plug in my wired, and my wired ones work well. So I'll probably go wired for my 24-hour live stream. Yep, She Loves gets the first shutout. Chats on the Twitter feed of the live stream doesn't have the... Oh, there we go. So Swervin says, if you want to put a long message, don't use YouTube. Use X. This is in reaction to the Calgary roster. Yikes. Dustin Wolf and friends. Wolf is great. Cooley is fine. The rest, I don't know. What do you think of McDavid's contract? Oh, yeah. I guess I haven't talked about this on the live stream. How will it affect the Canucks? Well, it's going to make Edmonton tougher to play against because he obviously took a massive pay cut to basically say, okay, Edmonton management, the ball is in your court. I've given you about $6 or $7 million a season to play with in a rising cap world. Build me a winner. That's what I think of the contract. I think it shows how honorable McDavid is. I've never not liked him. He's not the best personality I've ever seen, but I've never not liked him. And it just shows that he is committed to Edmonton, at least for 2 more seasons after this. We better cream these guys. Packle, thank you. I got Demko in fantasy. Me too. You guys, I don't believe in jinxes. I can say shutout and I don't worry about it. I can say we're going to win. I don't worry about it. If the Canucks play smart D, we'll win. It's the Flames punting lineup. Oh yeah, I think they surprised themselves by just losing out of the playoffs by a tiebreaker, right? Crazy. Calgary start the season with a back. Oh, that's right. Calgary starts in Edmonton tomorrow. We should beat them. So not only are they traveling on a back-to-back, they have that crappy lineup too. Unless Wolf has 40 save night, you should be okay. And this is coming from a Stanley Cup champion fan. So when we lose in dramatic fashion, I'll blame you, Clay. Fine. But you have to define, Russell, what dramatic fashion is. Granted, though, we'll probably lose due to pure determination and grit. Those can go a long way. Huska showing why he got the extension. Oh, you mean coaching up those guys up? Yeah. I'm confident the Canucks will win. Me too. Sheila's getting shut out. Miller getting shut out. It being the captain is the funniest thing ever. It was pretty funny. I miss Vancouver. Living in San Fran. It's not the same. Oh, Truman. Come back. Presume you're down there for work or for school. JT and Shambles. Already? They blew a lead in the Winnipeg preseason game and ended up losing 5-4 shootout. Is this Calgary? Clay, do you think Blueger suspect knee injury, the popliteus? No, that knee injury was very, very rare. And he sounds like he's going to be back in a week. So I don't think it's the popliteus. Let's see if Miller runs someone out of town after a slow start. You never know. He's got a track record. To do determine school and work at least. About game over. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Flames suck. Go Oilers. JT Karma for the smacking goal in OT on Shilovs. What's the smacking goal? Mueller is a prankster. He's like what Fleury was, but good at sport. Well, Fleury is good too. Like I said on Kempner, that the Canucks come out of the ocean and put out the Flames. I like that. Last year, we underestimated Calgary, and that was a telling for our season. Well, I don't know if the whole season went off the rails because of that one loss, but I hear what you're saying. The defense is much better than last year's opening night roster, so let's hope it's not another 6-5. Yeah, it better not be. Canucks way is playing down to competition. That is true. The Orca Whales will smash the Flames. Come on, Canucks, give me something to cheer about. Those Jays failed today, and the Chiefs failed yesterday. Yeah, I think the Jays are okay, but I hear what you're saying. What's a better win to witness, a blowout with a hat trick or a dramatic close game? No, dramatic. If you're talking about a win, I'll take a dramatic close game every day over a blowout. If it's a win. I've often asked the question, would you rather see a boring blowout win? Like a 3-0, 4-0 game, but it's not that exciting? Or would you rather see an edge of your seat biting your nails overtime loss? Actually, that's a good question. Let me ask that in the poll, because let's end this one. So I asked you, do you get cheated? Do you feel cheated when I say 4-2 as my score prediction? And wow, 38% 38% say yes. 38% of you feel cheated. I'm so sorry to the 38% of you. 39% of you saying, I don't care. And then 23% saying no. So I could be a jerk and say, I add up the I don't care and the no, and that adds up to 62%. So 2/3 of people don't, I can do 4-2. Or I could add the I don't care to the yeses. No, but no, I don't think I can. So I'll see if I continue doing so. So let's go with this poll now. So the poll is, would you rather, that's the acronym, WYR, would you rather see a boring win, i.e. 3-0, or a dramatic and exciting OT loss, i.e. 4-3. Win. Boring. Because some of you might say, "A win is a win," and dramatic. And let's say it's a regular season game, because I think if it was playoffs, we would all say we want to see a win no matter what, right? Presume regular season game. But I think if it's regular season, okay, I'm just curious to see what you guys say about that. Would you rather see a boring 3-0 win or a dramatic and exciting OT loss? Presume it's the regular season. I would actually pick the loss. Because I think my entertainment value would be better. But I get it. Context is key. The game Swervin and Yrvin went to last week was a 4-2 score. So technically happened this year. Very good. It's got to be regular season, though. Does Zach win the Norris this year? Nope. Not if Quinn's in the running. Defense let them down for sure last year. If Quinn Hughes win the Art Ross, it was a low-scoring NHL season. Jay's game was close. Yeah, weren't they up and then they blew it? Jamie Benn randomly won the Art Ross. That's true. McDavid left money so they could extend Jake Wallman. I love it. Wow, 94% of you saying boring win. I am in the minority actually in this one. They already spent that 7 on Wallman. There we go. Which former Canuck player are you most excited to see return? Miller, Shelovs, Joshua, Suter, and PDG. Because of the not so flashy names on that list, it would actually be JT Miller. It doesn't necessarily mean he's my favorite of those 5, but I think that will have the most intrigue for sure. $7 million for a gritty. I can do it for free on my donation drop. Oh, you have Demko too. Cool. Their sacrifice will be in vain if they don't solve their goaltending. That's true. They got to spend their money on goaltending. LA and Calgary have tough back-to-backs. Good point there. Good. Enjoy McDavid and Draisaitl, Calgary. Ha, ha, ha. But let me tell you, Coach Rob jinxed the baseball game tonight. He said that is big money. Remember, Calgary's icing that lineup, and they're playing the night before. Double whammy. I have some family in Calgary, so got to be a little night. Well, you can, Tyler. I don't have to be. They're not my family. If we lose, that is very embarrassing. Okay, now you're jinxing it. When do you think Niels Hoglander will return back lineup? December. For all the criticism that the Oilers goaltending takes, it did get them back Stanley Cups. It's true. And I do like Stuart Skinner. I've said that many times on the show before that I think he's actually quite likable. He's just not the best when pressure comes. JT was trying to tell Shelovs to pull into the bench and smack the goal and yelled. No, wasn't that Colin Delia? Or unless I'm thinking about something else, but I remember him being behind the net and smacking the crossbar behind Colin Delia, not Shelovs. Hey, Clay, 2 wins in the first 2 games would be very good to get a good flow. Absolutely. It is realistic. We should win against Calgary, and we've played well against Edmonton for the last couple seasons. I wouldn't underestimate any opponent the Canucks face. That's fair. That 8-1 win over Edmonton with 4 goals by Besser must be worth admission. That's true. So, but that one wasn't boring, though. That one wasn't boring. And I guess context is key. Maybe I didn't word but I thought there'd be more people on my side that a regular season, let's say, that doesn't hurt you in the standings. I don't know how that's possible. But I don't know. There's something about an exciting game to me. Was Calgary, Yrvin. I'm predicting a 4-3 Canucks win. That's fair. They made it to the finals despite goaltending. That's fair too. You were at the game. That's awesome. Home over 23-24 when Besser scored 4. My mic is having issues. What happened? Jason Lim, primary sponsor in the house. I'm just checking my mic on my own. Check. That sounds good to me. but maybe something happened. A win is a win. That's fair. Yeah, I'm obviously in the huge minority here. I like Stuart Skinner. He was forced in the starting role before he was ready because Campbell was such a disaster. I never want to see a loss. The sound is having issues. Did I touch the microphone or something? Are we okay now? Any win is greater than a loss. 3-0 win, really boring. A shutout isn't boring. Okay, I think you guys are being very technical, but I hear you. Are you kind of find that paces during games when things are a close game? Not when I'm at the arena, because then people behind me would get really mad. But when I'm at home, yeah, I'm just not sitting there. I'm definitely up for sure. The sound is not spot on. The mic keeps cutting out a bit. You guys, the sound is still weird. That's weird. Okay, let me check something. I have it on my own stream. I'm kind of listening to it. But I will check. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me wavering, but I apologize. Are you guys wearing on headphones? Are you guys listening on headphones? No, the mic's cranked. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Not going to worry about it now. Hopefully it's okay for the 24-hour live stream. Let's keep going. But thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Could Coots get the Carlson treatment and play no more than 2 games a week while practicing with a team? I don't think that serves that. I don't think that's the best. Defense is in the Jays defense let them down with 2 costly errors. I have to watch. No, who am I kidding? I'm not going to watch highlights. I don't care. Wallman was going to get that $7 million from someone. Video and sound is clipping, but not lagging really. Are you going to the December 5th Filipino Appreciation Night? Yes, I am going to that night for sure. I've actually recommended a couple entertainment acts to them. So we'll see if they take my recommendations. Who's more of a rat? Bennett, Brad the Rat, or Patrick Sharp? Brad Marchand still. When you move around, the mic cracking. Okay. I think I did touch it once too, and that probably didn't help. I remember when I went to see my first game, the score was 3-1. I was excited. Yes. Skinner. It was Colin Delia. Oilers defense is awful with Skinner. It was Delia. Plethora of goalies on waivers say, yeah, Ville Husso and Gorgiev. Not surprised. I think there's a youth movement slowly. Well, we saw it with She Loves. Which players would get a tribute video? I don't know if Miller's going to get a tribute video. Oh, yeah. I guess they've done it for even players with lesser stature, but it doesn't have to be a long, 2-minute one. It could be a quick 10-second one with a couple highlights and then welcome back JT. I don't know, though. The way that JT left, I don't know. Okay. Last poll question of the day because I really like it. Oh, it's 11:54 already. By the way, I ended the poll. 90% of you saying a boring win over a dramatic loss. That is fair. You have put me in my place. Last question. What will they do for JT Miller when he returns? He returns with the Rangers. Will it be quick vid and welcome back message? Will it be welcome back message only? I should really hire someone to type out my poll questions for me because you're staring at my left side of my face, although it's a good looking left side of my face. Or will it be nothing? Okay, that's the last poll question. We'll run that for 5 minutes as I wrap up the show. Back when Boudreaux was still here. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. No problem. You can mess stuff up, or that's fine. JT for sure. Maybe Dak and Sheila's. Oh, about the videos. 5-1 win against the Flames. I like that. Garland at center. No, there's more to being a center than just darting around the ice. You got to have some size, although Coots is very small. And I don't even know if Garland can take faceoffs, to be honest with you. So I wouldn't do it. Goalkeeping means sometimes because Kemper won the cup. Oh, goaltending means crap. He won the cup with a low 900 or under. That's fair. I have to look up who the Santander guy is. I'd love to see the Canucks beat both the Oilers and Flames this whole season. Wait, Shannon, I thought you liked the Oilers, though. I'll take boring winning hockey, so to speak, leads to bigger things in spring. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so a couple of you are saying sound is bad, but more of you are saying it sounds good. That's fine. Do you ever get nervous when it's 2-2 tied game in third and 3 minutes left when you're at the game? Yeah. No, nervous probably isn't the right word. I definitely don't get anxious. That's even a worse word. I get excited more. I don't know if it's nervous is the right word. Home opener, Banning Raising, and Bedard in the building should have sold tickets. Oh, you mean in Florida? Okay, I have to trust you. I have no clue what you're talking about. Would Coots have made it if he was eligible to be sent to the HL? Great point. No, I think that's a small factor. That's a great point, Yrvin. Will you be going to the Canucks vs. Jets game on November 11th? Yes, I am going to that one. Justin Dowling will get a tribute video. Clay, were you surprised with the number of McDavid? Yes, I was on the plane and Sean texted me and said, what? 12.5? Crazy. I've been to 2 Canucks games, an OT loss versus Blues and a loss versus Islanders with Rosario. Game 3 will be Blues on October 13th. Yes, I'll be at the game, Andrew. Hope to see you. I'm actually at my home opener, but I won't be sitting in my regular seats. So it might be tough for me to come down. I like to do meetups during one of the intermissions, but home opener, maybe A, there's too much going on, and B, where I'm sitting. I won't say where I'm sitting, but you guys can probably figure it out. It might be tough for me to come down. So I might save my meetup for the Thanksgiving game. Kane will get a tribute video when he returns to Edmonton. Yeah, he did. He was very well loved there. Same as when Horvat came back. Pettersson better start acting like a winner. I agree. Canucks will release the JT clips of JT Miller being mean in practice. Retirement jersey and chance. 1 a.m. You know that. It's 1 a.m. now. It's been 1 a.m. for the past 3 months. Maybe you don't know that. That's why I moved it to 1 a.m. so I don't have to cut my Tuesday night shows so short. All right. It is 11:58. I should wrap up. Okay, I'm going to whip through these last few comments. Start time, maybe for empty seats. Any surprise one-day contracts to retire Canuck like Kessler, Edler, and Bieksa? Not on my horizon. Frank is saying that there's trade rumors for Lekkerimaki. Would you trade him for a second-line center? Yeah, it's going to take more than Lekkerimaki, and it's so easy to qualify this, but it depends who the second-line center is. If it's a younger guy with some good term, yeah, I would do it. Kessler. Kess retirement night. Okay, a lot of love for Kessler. Kane deserves a tribute video to Edmonton. He helped take them to 2 finals, and he was really good in the community. Church is at 1. Yes, my prayer hour. Do you get excited when they do the rookie laps? No, I'm never there in time, or I'm not down there watching. It doesn't matter to me. Doing great. A little bit tired, but thank you. You are a big fan, and you tell me every time. Thank you, SGA. Good luck this season. Yes, and great start to you, Cats and Rats. And Tyler says, Kessler retirement night in Vancouver. All right, we are okay. Last thing, do you think Max Sasson could have made it in lineup? Not at this point, but I have it on good authority that he will be in the lineup soon. I can't say who my good authority is, but you guys might know. Someone said something in Canucks After Dark, and it's someone that I text with regularly. That's all I can say right now. But don't be surprised if we see Max Sasson up before this calendar year ends. I said, what will they do for JT Miller when he returns with the Rangers? 58% of you saying a quick video and welcome back message. 29% saying welcome back message only. And 13% of you are jerks and say absolutely nothing. Skytrain Alfred with the $2 donation as we wrap up here. Thank you, Skytrain Alfred. So excited for Coots. Coots, there it is. I love it. We know that you'll be at the home opener. Happy for you, SGA. I think you mentioned that once or twice, or maybe 200 times. Locked on Canucks, nice to see you. Good night to everyone. And yeah, we fell one short of the high five. We had a monthly membership message. We had a donation. We had a membership gift. We had an upgrade. The only thing we're missing is a new member, either a Hall of Fame, a franchise, or a legend. Although this is massive. It doesn't register for a high five though. It's just massive though. And I appreciate this very much from legendary Brian Blingy Choi. It slaps.
Hard.
$28 donation from Brian Blingy Choi. Let's give Brian some love in the chat. The host with the most. Which three Canucks can be the hockey version of the Shield? Ambrose, Reigns, and Rollins. Mine is Garland, Petey, and Hughes. Depends what you're looking at. Are you looking for the most physically intimidating? Are you trying to match one guy to Reigns, one guy to Ambrose, one guy to Rollins? Are you talking about the three core members of the team? My Shield is probably, they're not the most intimidating, but would be Petey, Hughes, and Demko. One elite player or very good player at each position. So mine's the same as yours, except I have Demko instead of Garland. But let's give Brian Blingy Choi some love in the chat. That is amazing. And yes, you can't touch that gecko dance, and no problem. Don't apologize for mentioning it. I shouldn't be. I should honor you mentioning it. So you're excited, which is really, 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 really good. Okay, I am going to go. Thank you. Moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's a legendary Lucas Gates, a legendary Line Change, a legendary Brian Blingy Choi, legendary Carol Bovenlander, and legendary Andrew Chang. Thanks for your support. Thanks to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing on the way out. You can like the video. You can subscribe. You can leave a late donation. Primary sponsor Jason Lim has no clue what he's talking about. So thank you for the monthly membership message. It's not called 5 Pete. It's called the High Five. But thank you. We got to give some love to Jason Lim in the chat.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you for using your monthly membership message. But Jay, we have one of those already. We have a monthly membership message. We have donation. We have gifted members. We have an upgrade. The 5th of the High Five, not the 5 Pete, is someone just flat out buying themselves a membership. So not always easy, because we can't make the High Five too easy to get. But let's give some love to Jason in the chat for sure. The High Five Pete. Now I don't even know what we're talking about. Thank you to my sponsors, Vancouver Canucks Real Estate, Gassy Jack Art, and Mulligan Golf Company. Thanks to everyone who went above and beyond today. So many of you. Skytrain Alphin with the monthly membership message. Coach Rob with the Triple M. Skytrain Alphin with the donation. Dino with the donation. Harry upgrades to Hall of Fame. Harry gets 5 memberships. Canuck Clay gets 5 memberships. Mark with the donation. Skytrain Alphin with the donation. Brian Blingy Choi with the donation. And Jason Lim trying to complete the 5 Pete. Still don't know what that is, with the monthly membership message. Thanks to all of you for your generosity. You add it all up, and then you, the leaderboard, Brian Blingy Choi with that $28 membership, $28 donation wins the fictional leaderboard. He has 1,075 experience points. By the way, the experience points for the live streams are going to be massive. Skytrain Alfred with 800, Fangirl with 675, Dino with 650, and Swervin Yrvin with 525. That is your top 5 tonight. All right, friends, I got to go. I got to upload this and do a couple things before I drive to my church. Tomorrow night, a show. Thursday night, a show. That will be after the home opener. And then I can't wait to talk about the game and announce my entire 24-hour live stream lineup on Thursday night. Something to look forward to. But in the meantime, as always, with 30 seconds to spare, KT buys himself a franchise membership and triggers the High Five. The High Five, a new membership, boom. An upgrade, boom. Monthly membership messages, boom. Gifted memberships, boom, boom, boom. And donations, boom. We hit it. So Thursday night's going to be a crazy show because it's home opener and I'm announcing my 24-hour live stream lineup. So no time for a giveaway on Thursday night. I'll be doing some giveaways throughout the 24-hour live stream, which I'm excited about. So I guess that means we're going to do a giveaway tomorrow night. So tomorrow night's live stream will now have an element of giveaway attached to it. So there we go. The High Five hype, the 5 Pete hype, whatever you want to call it. We got it. Thanks to all of you. And KT seals the deal. He drops the mic and I couldn't say this any better, although it sounds a little dirty to me. We Pete the heck out of that 5. Yeah, I do feel a little dirty. for sure. So thanks, KT. Thanks to all of you. We'll do a giveaway tomorrow night. We'll see what it is. It might not be Canucks tickets, so don't get too excited. I am going to give away definitely one pair of tickets during my live stream. Also, hopefully some stuff, some other things as well. And there's going to be different ways to win things during my live stream. So I'm very excited about that as well. Okay, now I got to go. I really got to go. I got to go. So thank you, everyone. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Saw a guy walking his dogs today, and I said, "Hey man, what are your dogs' names?" And he said, "Calvin and Klein." And I said, "Wait, isn't that a brand of underwear?" And the guy said, "Yeah, they're boxers." God bless. And go Canucks go. Booyah.